Okay, let's be real. Have you ever felt like your humid home is basically a graveyard for houseplants? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But what if I told you there's this absolutely gorgeous plant that doesn't just survive in those conditions, it thrives? Today, we are going to unlock all the secrets to growing the perfect peace lily.
You know the feeling, right? If you love plants and you live somewhere humid, it's this delicate, impossible balancing act. It feels like a constant tightrope walk. Is it too wet? Not wet enough? It can be so frustrating. But maybe, just maybe, the answer isn't to fight your environment, but to find a plant that actually loves it.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. First up, we'll talk about that humid home challenge. Then I'll introduce you to your new best friend, the perfect plant for the job. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of creating its perfect home and a super simple care routine. And to finish things off, we'll cover common problems so you're ready for anything. Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, the humid home challenge. Okay, so this is the problem, right? You get this beautiful new plant, you bring it home, and that thick, warm, moist air that you're used to, it just chokes the life out of it. You get root rot, maybe some fungus. It just feels like you can't win. But the secret? It's not about changing your home's climate. It's about picking a plant that was literally made for it. And that brings us perfectly to our next section, meet your perfect plant. So let me introduce you to the star of our show, the super resilient, absolutely beautiful peace lily. This is your ideal partner for a humid home. So its fancy name is Spothophyllum, but here's the really cool part, where it comes from. This plant's native home is the floor of tropical rainforests in the Americas. Think about that for a second. The very things that destroy other houseplants, the high humidity, the warmth, that's exactly what the peace lily calls home sweet home. And what do you get in return? Oh, just some amazing, lush green leaves and these stunning, elegant white flowers. But it's more than that. This plant is so forgiving. It can handle a bunch of different lighting situations. It's super resilient. Basically, it's a beautiful, low-stress plant that's going to look amazing in your space. All right, section 3, creating the perfect environment. So you've met your new plant. Now let's make sure its new home is perfect. And trust me, this is way easier than you're probably thinking. Check this out, 40 to 60%. That is the magic number, the absolute sweet spot for humidity. And here's the best part. If you already live in a humid climate, your house might naturally be sitting right in this range. You're already winning. Now, what if your air is a little on the dry side? No problem. Here's a super simple and really effective hack. You make a pebble tray. As the water evaporates, it creates this perfect little pocket of humidity right around your plant. It's a genius, low-tech way to keep it perfectly happy. Now for light, just think back to its home on the rainforest floor. It's not getting blasted by the sun, right? It's getting that beautiful, dappled light that filters down through the leaves of taller trees. So that's what you want to mimic. Bright but indirect light is key. A spot near a window with a sheer curtain? That's perfect, because direct, harsh sunlight will absolutely scorch those gorgeous leaves. And for temperature, well, peace lilies are pretty much like us. They like it cozy, somewhere between 65 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. The one thing you really, really want to avoid? Cold drafts. So keep it away from open windows in the winter or AC vents in the summer. Those sudden chills can really stress it out. Okay, the stage is set. You've got the perfect spot. Now let's get into this simple day-to-day routine that's going to keep your peace lily looking amazing for years. Ah, watering. This is the big one, isn't it? It's probably the number one place we all mess up. We either kill them with kindness and overwater, or we forget about them completely. So, what's the secret to getting it just right? It's actually really simple. Just stop watering on a schedule. Instead, let the plant tell you what it needs. All you have to do is stick your finger about an inch or two into the soil. If it feels dry, go ahead and water it. If you feel any moisture at all, just wait. Seriously, this one simple touch test will save you from almost every watering mistake. The goal is moist, never soggy. Okay, besides watering, there are just a few other things to keep in mind. First, soil. You need a good, well-draining potting mix. This is especially important in humid places to keep the roots from getting waterlogged. Second, food. Give it a little fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks during the spring and summer. That's when it's growing like crazy. And finally, upkeep. See a dead leaf or a spent flower? Snip it off. This keeps the plant looking tidy and helps it put its energy into making new, beautiful growth. All right, let's talk troubleshooting. Because look, even with the best care in the world, sometimes things happen. But the good news is, peace lilies are awesome communicators. They'll tell you what's wrong. You just have to know how to read the signs. So think of this as your handy little cheat sheet. If you see the leaves wilting and drooping, 9 times out of 10, your plant is just thirsty. Easy fix. Seeing brown or yellowing leaves, that's your signal to check the soil. It's usually a sign of either over or underwatering. And of course, keep an eye out for any little uninvited guests, like spider mites or mealybugs. If you catch them early, they're no big deal to take care of. Really, the biggest secret of all is just to pay attention. Be an observer. Take a minute every few days to just look at your plant. You'll start to notice the subtle little changes. I promise your peace lily will tell you exactly what it needs. You just have to learn its language. And you know, this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's not just about soil and water. The real payoff is bringing this little piece of serenity, this little green sanctuary, right into your living space. There's a reason it's called a peace lily. It just has this amazing, calming vibe. So at the end of the day, this isn't about memorizing a bunch of complicated rules. It's really just about understanding where the plant comes from, its tropical roots, and giving it a little bit of consistent love. And for a plant that asks for so little, the rewards you get back, I mean, its beauty, its resilience, it's just huge. And there you have it, the gorgeous, tough as nails peace lily. You are now totally equipped to make one of these beauties thrive in your home, which really only leaves one question, doesn't it? Now that you've cracked the code on this one, what are you going to grow next?